Greenland is the world's largest island near the North Pole, and 80% of it is covered with a thick layer of ice. In terms of area, it is bigger than Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Indonesia. But the livable land is so small that only about 57,000 people live in the entire Greenland, mostly along the coastal strip where the ice is relatively less. The temperature of 30 degrees C is normal here, and in northern parts even, 50 degrees C is routine. Summers come only for as long as winters come in the Middle East, stretching barely to 10 degrees C in strong daylight. Greenland, a land of freezing cold and ancient ice, has suddenly become the centerpiece of a new geopolitical Cold War. The world's superpowers are now looking north, seeing this island not just as ice, but as a strategic stronghold. Former President Donald Trump repeatedly expressed a desire to make Greenland part of the United States, bringing the island into sharp focus. He even suggested that military operations could be on the table, an insistence that has deeply worried geopolitics experts. With rich natural resources and vital shipping routes opening up, the stakes for control have never been higher. As the political heat rises in this frozen territory, Greenland remains the chilling front line of a new global power struggle.
Greenland is geographically North American, but politically Danish. For decades, it's been a centerpiece of U.S. national security. In 1867, the U.S. bought Alaska from Russia for just 2 cents an acre, aiming for dominance in the Arctic. President William Howard Taft tried to purchase Greenland in 1910, but the effort ultimately stalled. The real turning point came in World War II. When Germany occupied Denmark, the U.S. stepped in to secure Greenland's shores. In 1946, President Harry Truman offered $100 million in gold for the island, but Denmark refused to sell. Despite the refusal, America was granted permission to build critical military bases that still serve as vital outposts today. From the Cold War to modern headlines, America's eyes remain fixed on Greenland as a necessary pillar of national security. One reason behind this pressure is national security. Greenland's Arctic location places it between Russia and America. Whoever controls Greenland will automatically gain better control over the Arctic region. American forces are already present there, including the Patuxent Space Base with thousands of soldiers. But Greenland's people have long desired independence from Denmark. Denmark funds half of Greenland's budget. But Denmark does not maintain a strong military there. Trump fears that if Greenland becomes independent, it may demand removal of American bases or increase rent. Therefore, America wants full control. Greenland holds one of the world's largest reserves of rare earth minerals, essential for the technologies that will define our future. It is the 8th largest reserve of rare earth elements, including neodymium for electric vehicles and gallium for AI chips and radar systems. The reserves also include uranium for nuclear energy and silicon, the fundamental building block for semiconductors and solar panels. Currently, China controls 90% of the global supply. Their ability to restrict exports has made breaking this monopoly a top strategic priority. Whoever controls these minerals will shape the future power balance. This is why Greenland has become the center of a new global race for technological independence. Greenland is more than just ice. It's a land of immense strategic value, starting with its vast natural resources. Surveys estimate that northeast Greenland alone could hold up to 31 billion barrels of oil, representing a massive energy reserve. But it's not just about what's under the ground. Crucial undersea cables connecting America and Europe pass near its shores, making cable security vital. In times of conflict, these cables could become primary targets, disrupting global communication networks. Furthermore, Greenland hosts critical early warning radar systems, capable of detecting intercontinental ballistic missiles from great distances. From energy to security, Greenland remains a pivotal player on the global stage. The most important reason for the Arctic's rising tension is the new trade route. As global warming melts Arctic ice, the Northwest Passage is opening up. Ships traveling from China to London could reduce nearly 9,000 kilometers by using this route instead of the Suez Canal. This massive reduction saves significant fuel and time, making whoever controls this passage the new gatekeeper of global trade. Russia already controls much of the Arctic coastline, while China aims to establish a polar Silk Road to expand its reach. America fears losing its global trade dominance. The race for the Arctic is no longer just about the environment. It's about the future of global commerce. If America acquires Greenland, experts warn it could create a new global conflict. Denmark is a NATO member, and a forceful takeover could threaten the NATO alliance itself. The consequences would be severe. America could become the sole Arctic superpower, and Europe-US trust could collapse. China's mineral dominance could be challenged, but Greenland's ecosystem could be damaged by mining. Local people could lose their centuries-old culture. The melting Arctic ice is opening new routes but also new dangers. This decision may shape the next 100 years. Whether it leads to peace or World War III, only time will tell.